What's up, movie lover badasses? Fat Samurai Guy here, and today I'm going to review Independence Day Resurgence. Here's a quick plot synopsis. After 20 years, the alien invaders return to Earth with a vengeance. Will Earth's new space defense technology be enough to win another war? Now I'm going to give you the good, I'm going to give you the bad. First up, the good. I really enjoyed the first Independence Day film when I saw it in theater back in the day. It was exciting, it had a great mixture of practical effects and CGI. It also had some really fun characters to follow and some comedic moments. It is the perfect example of the summer blockbuster movie. And the film knew what it was. It was a fun, turn your brain off, and enjoy the ride experience. Now, back in the day, I have always wanted to see a sequel to the first film, but that desire kind of died off after 5 years later after the film was released. I just didn't feel like a sequel was necessary anymore. But now we get a sequel 20 years later, and my interest was at least piqued. So let's talk about the positives. A lot of people are saying that Jeff Goldblum and Bill Pullman kind of phoned in their performances. I would have to disagree with that. I think they were both fine in the film. They did a good job with what they were given, which unfortunately wasn't much. Brent Spiner and Judd Hirsch give us their usual comedic performances. Some of the things they did made me laugh in the film. I'm not sure if Brent Spiner's character deserved that much screen time in this movie, but that's just a little nitpick. And the CGI effects are really well done in this movie. I mean, it is really good. And I did like seeing our ground troops versus the alien ground troops getting up close and personal with guns and melee attacks. That was something that we didn't see in the first movie. Now for the bad. Now me and a lot of fans of the first movie consider it to be big dumb fun. And early reviews of this sequel also said that it was big dumb fun. So hearing that, I actually started to get a little excited for the movie. So when I went to go see it in theater, there was a lot of big dumb, but there wasn't a lot of fun. I was fucking bored out of my mind with this movie. Seriously, it's around the 45-minute mark when something actually happens. The film spends way too much time showing the bases, the headquarters, our new technology, how we have progressed, and all these fucking forgettable characters, all these new characters we don't give a shit about. I had absolutely no interest in what was going on in this movie, and the relationships these characters have. Just forgettable characters. Keyword with this movie, forgettable. The actor that they got to play Will Smith's son, Will Smith's character from the first movie, has a son in this one. And the actor they got to play his son was so bland, so boring, had absolutely no charisma. And Maika Monroe, not only was her character just boring and bland, okay, but when it was time for her to be a badass fighter pilot, I just did not buy it for 1 second. And even the aerial dogfights was just a clusterfuck of averageness. It just wasn't intense. I'm sitting in the theater like, I've seen all this shit before. And don't get me started on the car full of kids. What was the fucking point of their characters? There was no tension or suspense building. The movie should have felt like something huge, like a huge event was happening. But when the aliens returned, it just felt like a minor inconvenience. So just like, oh, okay, we've been waiting 20 years. Oh, okay, oh, they're coming back. All right, let's prepare to fight, everyone. Here they come. Seriously? And David Arnold's fun and rousing score from the first movie was really missed in this one. It was really missed. I mean, it was just boring and bland, just like the fucking movie. I mean, at least they kept some of David Arnold's themes, but it was just yawn. And sometimes throughout the film, I felt like I was watching a fucking remake. I mean, so much of the same shit, literally, happens all over again. And the movie even tried to have Bill Pullman do another fucking epic speech, and it was so pathetic and sad. It really was. I was just in the movie like, no, stop. And there were like 10 to 15 people in that area to hear this motivational speech. It's like, they're all turning around like, like, get the fuck out of here with that. Nothing in this movie seemed epic. I really wouldn't be surprised if you guys went to go see the movie in theater, drove all the way home, and by the time you got home, you completely forgot about it. This is not a movie where you're going to be running and telling all your friends about it. Like, oh my God, you gotta see this movie in theater. Now, there are some people out there that really enjoyed the film, was very pleased, and considered it a great sequel. And that is totally fine. Believe it or not, I do not hate this movie. I don't hate it, okay? And I can see people watching it and being entertained by it. It's not like it's the worst movie ever made. You can sit down and watch it and be entertained by it. It is possible. But for me, the film was just very disappointing and underwhelming. So why give Independence Day Resurgence 1.9 out of 5 stars? That's it for today's episode. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of Independence Day Resurgence. Did they nail the sequel? Did they nail it? Or was it just one big waste of time and money? I'd like to thank all you guys for watching. You guys rock. And I'll see you next time.